Today we're with Steve, and Steve has some new Signia AX hearing aids that he's been very pleased with. So Steve, tell us kind of some of the neat things that you've noticed since you've gotten hearing aids.
Well, it's been great. I've noticed, especially like having a conversation in a restaurant when I'm talking to people at my table, where before I kind of nodded but didn't really hear much of what was going on, that now I can actually hear the conversation. And I found that the noise settings on the headphones are great. When I switch from the universal to the noise, it just filters out most of the extraneous noise, and then I'm just hearing the people I'm talking to. In fact, I think most of the time I hear better than them now.
I hope so. And you're doing that just with the app on your smartphone.
Yeah, just with the app on the smartphone, and I sometimes use the directional hearing on it, especially sometimes in a bigger room, to zero in on the person that's speaking at the front of the room, and then I can hear them much better and filter out side conversations that might be happening.
And then you're also enjoying streaming phone calls and different audio from your phone to the hearing aids.
Yeah, that's been great because it'll ring just to my hearing aids and not to my phone, so I'm the only one really hearing if there's a call coming in, and if I need to leave the room to take that call, I can leave the room and take that call and just have that conversation, and it's much more clear than when I would try to listen on the speaker for the phone, or when I would try to just, the old-fashioned style, stick the phone to my ear. I always had a hard time hearing, but now it's just like that person's right in my ear talking to me.
Yeah, that's great. And then tell me, your family's definitely noticed too, haven't they, that you're doing better?
Oh yeah, and I've noticed too, because when they say something, I never say what anymore. In fact, they comment on that, wow, do you even know how to say what anymore? And my answer is no, instead of what? I didn't hear you. And especially for my daughter, who's got a higher pitched voice, I'm really able to hear her much more clearly, and that greatly reduces her frustration when she's trying to talk to me.
That's great. Do you feel like that's brought you two closer together and kind of improved your communication and your relationship with her?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because oftentimes before, as soon as I said what, she would just turn around and walk off, and she was mad, and that was the end of the conversation.
Yeah. Well, what encouragement would you give someone who's thinking about getting hearing aids?
So I think for me, the big thing I would say is, because I've had this conversation a lot since I got my hearing aids, is I found out I didn't have a whole lot of hearing loss. And when I talk to a lot of other people, they say that. And then I tell them, well, one of the things I found out is that my hearing loss occurs at the specific frequency of consonants, which is why I could hear so many things, but I couldn't understand a lot of times what people were saying. And so I just encourage you to, if you're finding that you think everybody's mumbling, go get your hearing checked. And the hearing aids are spectacular. I would just say that's the other thing I found out. Just from growing up experience, watching parents or grandparents use hearing aids, and they were kind of bulky and always had feedback. I'd say that. Never had feedback, not once.
That's
in
great.
Many months that I've had these. And dealing with batteries, these have rechargeable batteries. They're so advanced, and they just slip behind the ear. Most people don't even know that I have hearing aids till I say something.
I can't even see him from here. We better check, make sure he has them on.
Got them on.
There it is. Well, great. Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate your time and your willingness to share.
No, and I hope some people benefit from it and decide to get their hearing checked.
All right. Thanks.